Pickles the Gaijin with another video. Pickles the Gaijin here, Jamaican YouTuber. Welcome back to my channel. And reacting to Asagi's lives, No BS Japan's 5 things she doesn't like about foreign men. Alright, let's get straight into this right here. So right near. Make sure to hit the Make sure to hit the notification bell to know when I upload videos, and subscribe and share, comment down below. Alright, let's get into it.
For me, it always comes with a bad surprise, and it's such a bummer. Hello everyone,
that?
it's Asagi. Welcome back to my channel.
Hi, Asagi. Ooh,
In the
she's
last
nice.
video that I talked about 5 things I like about foreign.
Wait a minute, let's. Alright, Asagi, you are allowed to have it. Alright, I'm just joking. Yo, she's not bad.
Guys,
She's nice.
like many people enjoy the cultural differences in dating between Japanese guys and Western guys. In that video, I actually got a lot of requests to share things I don't like about foreign guys as well.
Okay.
So this time I will share 5 things I don't like about foreign.
Wait, so there's a video before this? God almighty. So I have to go do that video. I have to go watch that video. I'll watch that video after or whatever.
Foreign guys with my American friends as an assistant. What's up guys, it's Ashton, Asagi's assistant. So if you are interested in dating in
Okay,
Japan,
Ashton.
keep on watching. Before we start, I have to clarify some things. First, these are just my perspective based on my own experience.
Lovely.
And also what I heard here and there. So of course this doesn't apply to all the foreign guys. Also when I say foreigners, it tends to be Western people, but it's because I just cannot generalize all the non-Japanese people. But even if you are not a Westerner, I think you will find some things in common as a non-Japanese person. Lastly, when I say Westerners, it's literally the people who raised in Western countries. It doesn't particularly mean white or black or Asian, because in the last video I got a lot of comments like, when you say foreigners, you mean white, right? You're racist. So when I say Westerners, it's people who raised in Western countries, not
Garbage.
by race. Oh my god, that was a long disclaimer. So let's get started.
Yeah,
Number
yeah,
1.
let's go.
Don't try to follow Japanese standard.
Alrighty now, I've been telling you, all you people, can't you see, can't you see? You know, I have said this before, and certain coons, certain weebs, nobody expects us to follow Japanese standards, bruv.
Understanding the other culture is probably one of the most important things when you date with a person who raised in a different culture. Of course, Japanese culture or custom is not perfect. We sometimes have to keep up with, global standard. But it doesn't mean you can get away with it like whatever. Japanese rule sucks, but you know what? I can get away with it because I have this. Moreover, some people even
Oh shoot! Oh my bad. I forgot. Oh, it's right. Yeah, well, all right. So what that meant is that wow, that's a bad reaction. Yeah, I totally forgot what I was watching the video for. I thought it was what she likes about foreign guys. So yeah, so weeaboos and enthusiasts, you're right. When you're in a certain country, you have to follow rules to a certain point. I mean, rules that make sense. Then who determines what makes sense in terms of rules? But I guess when in Rome, you have to do what the Romans do within reason, I find. But what do I know? I'm in here only for 8 years,
us to follow the Western way, and that's the worst case. I hate people who try to change me for their own convenience. When you date a person who raised in a different cultural background, I think it's important to respect.
Hate is a strong word. Very strong word.
Respect their culture and try to meet each other halfway. I mean,
Yes.
don't you think?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Number 2, be intimidating. this probably applies not only dating relationship but also friendship or even working relationship. To be honest, Western people's attitudes tend to be very intimidating to Japanese people. I think main reasons are these three. Number one, too direct. I know direct expressions are more common in the West, but I see some Western people saying, "I don't think that's good. You're wrong." This kind of expression is very aggressive. In this culture where harmony is more important than saying your own opinion, being aggressive doesn't really help to make yourself look good. Number two, talk too much about themselves.
Hey, this is very true. This is basically the underlying theme in Japan: harmony over self. And so, to preserve the harmony, you rather sacrifice a little from each person than one person benefit and other doesn't, which is a good and bad thing, but okay.
Sometimes I feel just too much when somebody talks too much about themselves, like their life, their past relationships, and their things they are good at, yada yada yada. Of course, you can talk about yourself, but doing too much is a bit intimidating to me because usually good.
Is intimidating the right word you want to use there? Inti- Talking about themselves a lot. Don't, I think the word is narcissist thought they use over here. But there are people from a particular country that tend to speak very highly of themselves.
Conversation is not a one-way thing. Number three, look down on Japanese people. Of course, this doesn't apply to many people, but there are certainly these kind of people who think they are superior than Japanese people just because they are from bigger countries. And
Yeah. Oh, oh, she called them out. Yeah, there are many persons, but who thinks they're superior? Japanese prime minister, the Japanese minister, literally said during the Corona pandemic that Japanese genes are superior. That's why they control the coronavirus so well. Nah, we're not taking that. We're not taking that. I'm not accepting that. Yes, we do. Foreigners tend to talk. I mean, talk up the country and feel thing, but I don't think we act superior, to be honest. In the comments down below, probably Americans and British people do. I don't know, but Jamaicans don't really. Yeah. All right.
we tend to say things like, Japan is weird. They eat dog foods. Japanese girls are so easy to hook up. Sadly, I see some Japanese people who date that kind of foreigners, but certainly no thanks for me. So if you are
Well, that's an interesting topic. Yeah. If you know, you know. If you know, you bloody well know.
having issues making friends with Japanese people, maybe you want to think about these things. Number three, no confession. In a Japanese relationship, there is this custom called kokuhaku. The direct translation would be confession, but it's different from the religious confession that you do at the church. So we have to say something, like something that shows commitment to the person you want to date with, such as I really like you, can you be my girlfriend, or something like that. And this conversation is necessary within a few months, approximately 3 to 5 dates. And most likely it should be before getting physical. So I'd say you'll know if the person is serious about you in the early stage of the dating. On the other hand, in the Western dating culture, they don't really say certain things during the early stage of the dating. So it happened to me few times that the guy said, "Oh, I just enjoy hanging out with you, but nothing serious. Yeah, we became a little bit intimate, but we're just friends, okay?" After dating more than just a few months or so, if the guy constantly talks to me and going out with me for months and without saying anything, I would expect him to think about having relationship with me. So for me, it always comes with a bad surprise and it's such a bummer. So yeah, I don't like that culture.
All right, so in terms of dating, this whole thing, Japanese have a title for everything. Now, in most cultures, they're going out with somebody dating. Usually, women will ask, or men, after a certain time, will ask, "What are we? Like, are we together, or was this?" And it's always an awkward question to ask because people like to tend to go with the flow. For those who are overthinkers and are who have OCD and obsessive, and just people who like clarity in their life, want to know what is their role so they can act accordingly. Now, you have a lot of people who are afraid, who have commitment issues, and skirt along these lines without confessing things because of whatever happened in the past. But yeah, I feel a girl. I 100% agree. I don't like those type of people.
I mean, not all the Japanese guys are like that, but on that one, Japanese guys are.
Speaking of which, I confess that, you know what? I am very salty about this dating thing with a Japanese person. Dating a girl. I thought I was dating a girl for like 3 to 5 months. And after dating and going through the protocol, I said, yo, XYZ, and the girl said, yo, nah, I want to see you as a friend. Waste of time, waste of time.
More simple, I think. For your information, Derek, I mean my boyfriend, he said he wants to be my boyfriend when we first met. I mean, I know it was a little bit early, but I actually really appreciate that. Yeah, simple is the best. If you wanna you just say you came here for sex, and if you want to be in a relationship.
People say this all the time, but can they really handle it? Oh, I came to sex. Like, no, you're gonna run him away, especially if the guy don't look good or the girl don't look good. Isn't me? And you have to have some balls or some real confidence to say that. Damn.
Say something. Say something. Number 4. Force to put opinions into words. I know I told you in the last video that I appreciate Western direct communication. Western people tend to say what they have to say. It seems to me Western people do that almost naturally because that's what they are told to do. However, in Japan, sharing negative thoughts is not always considered as a matured behavior. So people tend to contain their negative feelings and don't say anything to avoid conflict.
Interesting.
I don't know which is good or bad because this is just a cultural difference. But as I grew up in a Japanese society, putting my thoughts into words can be a lot of work. And sometimes I just need some time to do that. But some Western guys are like, Asagi, what are you thinking? Tell me what you think. Are you a devil?
Yeah.
Say something.
Say
Especially
something.
when they do that,
Right.
when we have an argument, this is so annoying. So please, in that case, be patient and wait until we are ready to talk.
Oh,
Number
sorry.
5, less responsibility. So there are 2 aspects I want to mention regarding responsibility. Guys, Japanese people are generally very responsible and well planned. First, for the dating, Japanese guys usually make a plan beforehand, like search a good restaurant and make a reservation so that the date goes smoothly. Of course, I'm talking about for the first few dates, but I think Japanese guys are very sweet on that one. Second, not gonna lie, Japanese guys tend to have more savings compared to Western guys. In Japan, people are really trying to be responsible for their money and savings. However, I see quite many Western people who spend so much money on fancy cars and smartphones and party while having their debt to pay. I mean, sure, relationship is not all about money, but it is important when I think about being with the guy for a long time and have family in the future.
I see.
I mean, look, I'm responsible for my money and trying to save my cost of living, so I don't want to be with a guy who spends money like whatever. So these
Really?
are 5 things that I
Garbage.
dislike about foreign guys. Like I said at first, this is only my perspective that based on my own experience, so I don't want you to take it personally. And in these videos I say I prefer foreign guys over Japanese guys, but in the end I'm just dating a person who get along with me, and my experiences from the past are from half from Japanese guys and half from foreign guys, so obviously I'm not choosing my partner by their nationalities. So right now having Derek as a long-term partner, it just happened to me. We just simply get along with. Just clarifying, because some people say I'm racist for having Western partner. But yeah, if you are interested in dating Japanese people, I hope
What?
this video would be a little help. So if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to
Alright, goodbye. She still a talk? Jesus Christ, what is she saying? Asagi, and she said bye, okay. I have to go watch the other video. Okay, excuse me. Alright, so that is the video from Asagi. She hasn't said anything that I don't know or haven't heard before, I think. Maybe just reiterating the point of the harmony in Japan being the most important thing, and then your individual self-interest being secondary to that. Additionally, yeah, people are going to say what they want to say. She's actually dating a foreign dude now, well, in 2021, when the video was taken. Don't know what her situation is now, but yeah, all right, makes sense. There's things she doesn't like about foreign guys. In the comments down below, let me know what are the things that are turn-offs to you in guys or girls in the country that you're in. All right, because I got you, Jamaican YouTuber, Ikimashou.